In a world where wealth and luxury often hide the struggles of the less fortunate, sometimes the smallest act of courage can change everything. Today, a young girl asks a millionaire a question no one else would dare. Can I clean your house for a plate of food? What happens next shocks him, and everyone around him. This is not just a story about poverty or kindness. It's about courage, heart, and a moment that proves even the smallest people can leave the biggest impact. The girl stands nervously at the gates of the millionaire's mansion, her hands trembling as she asks the question that could cost her everything. Can I clean your house for a plate of food? For a moment, there is silence. Everyone expects him to turn her away, but when the millionaire looks up and sees her face, he freezes. There is something in her eyes, honesty, courage, and dignity that stops him in his tracks. No one in the room could have anticipated the reaction that would follow. As she steps into the house, the millionaire watches her carefully. Her movements are humble, precise, and quiet, but somehow familiar. He freezes again, a mix of surprise and disbelief washing over him. It's more than her request, it's her presence, the way she carries herself, that reminds him of someone long forgotten. The staff whispers, unsure why their wealthy employer looks so stunned. And in that silent moment, everything begins to change. She begins cleaning with care even though the work is exhausting. Every surface she touches, every chore she performs, she does with patience and respect. The millionaire can't take his eyes off her. For someone who has always been judged by appearances, her dedication and humility shock him. He freezes, realizing that true character cannot be measured by wealth or status. It's revealed in the quietest, most unnoticed actions. The girl shares her story softly, almost apologetically. She talks about hunger, struggle, and the challenges of surviving on her own. Each word strikes the millionaire deeply. He freezes once more, feeling an emotion he rarely allows himself: empathy. In the room, staff exchange glances. They can't believe the stoic millionaire is so visibly moved. And for the first time, he realizes how easy it is to overlook courage in the least expected places. Curious, the millionaire decides to test her honesty. He leaves small items unattended, watches her carefully, and notices the choices she makes. She doesn't touch anything that isn't hers. She works diligently without complaint. Each act surprises him further. He freezes repeatedly, stunned by her integrity, and realizes that her courage and honesty are far more valuable than any wealth he could offer. After observing her, the millionaire steps back, thinking, what should he do? His mind races. Should he offer help? Should he ignore the situation? But as he looks at her weary face and determined eyes, he makes a choice that surprises everyone. He freezes, not from indecision, but from awed by her courage, her humility, and the rare strength of someone who asks for help without shame. Finally, he speaks. He offers her more than just food. He offers an opportunity, a chance to change her life. She freezes, barely believing her ears. For a girl who came to clean for a plate of food, this moment is overwhelming. The millionaire watches her reaction silently, and the staff around them can't help but gasp. In that instant, one act of bravery becomes a turning point for an entire life. Word spreads quickly in the household. Everyone sees what just happened, and they are inspired. The millionaire's reaction doesn't just change the girl's life, it changes the perspective of everyone around him. Even the staff begins to reconsider how they view courage, honesty, and humility. One small act of asking for help has created ripples far beyond what anyone could have imagined. The girl pauses, overwhelmed by gratitude. She never expected kindness like this from someone so wealthy. The millionaire, who rarely shows emotion, watches her with a quiet pride, knowing that he has done the right thing. Both of them are changed, one by receiving help, the other by realizing the profound impact of noticing and valuing someone often ignored. This story is a reminder that courage and humility are not measured by wealth, power, or status. The girl who asked to clean for a plate of food showed strength and dignity that even the richest could not ignore. And the millionaire's frozen reaction reminds us all that sometimes life-changing moments come from the simplest questions. One act of bravery, one act of kindness, can change everything.